Hey everyone, we are talking bronzers and contouring today. I'm just gonna pin a comment quickly. Hey Katie, just pinning a comment. Amy's gonna join us any second. Oh my gosh, I cannot pin a comment and talk at the same time. I simply cannot. Hi everyone. Sorry that I'm distracted because I'm writing a comment because I can't do two things at once. Okay, we're talking about it today. Okay, cool. And then let me pin it. Alrighty. Hello, everyone. We are talking about bronzers and contouring today. Our Director of Education, Ami Mallon, is going to be joining us, which I'm stoked about because she is a pale lady like myself, and I feel like bronzers and contouring can be a little bit scary if you're a little paler like myself. So she's gonna be joining any minute. Ooh, I see someone just got their first order this week. That's exciting. What did you order? What did you decide to splurge on? I love to learn that kind of thing. I know what mine are. Oh, why not? Let's see. Oh, let's see. All right. Should be joining any minute. Here we go.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Good. I want to know the answer to the questions you were asking.
I know. Well, someone said that they just placed their first order. They just got their first order this week, and I want to know. I always am very curious what people order for the first time from J9. Okay, she got a powder, a spray, the gel liner, a black liner, a mascara. All right.
All good options.
Yeah.
Great work with that.
Mm-hmm. So I was telling the people, because as a pale lady myself, and you are a pale lady as well, I think bronzer and contouring can be very intimidating. And I know for me, I've never really even touched it. Even though I've worked in a makeup company for 5 years, I've just never touched it because it's so scary to me.
Yeah.
So I'm
well,
so
good.
excited for you to
hopefully today will be
it.
helpful.
Yes.
The powder like the compact light. Yeah, awesome. So before we jump into that though, Emma, do you want to tell the people who you are?
Oh yes, sure. Let's do that. Some of you may have seen me before. I did lives with Iredale, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago, but my name is Emma Roberts. I am a social media consultant for Jane Iredale. I have been with the brand in many different capacities for about 5 or 6 years. And initially I was drawn to the brand because it has such a wonderful ethos. I love that it's clean, cruelty-free, good for the environment. I come from a very kind of environmentally friendly family, so that was key for me. And then I just fell in love with the people and the products. So that's kind of why I've stuck around.
I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. And Emma's definitely a staple with the brand, and she is certainly we are not strangers when it comes to doing Instagram lives together. So we're really excited to get the gang back together today for you. So I'm Ami Mallon, as Emma mentioned. I'm the Director of Artistry and Education here at Iredale. I have been a beauty junkie my whole life. The obsession started when going through my grandmother's makeup drawer as a little girl, and it just kind of blossomed from there. I have worked in the clean beauty space my whole career. So very familiar with ingredients, and the love started really early. I'm also a makeup artist, an oncology certified esthetician. I've worked in and out of the treatment room in different facilities and have been with the brand now for about 2 years. So I'm so excited to be a part of the Iredale family. We really are the original clean beauty brand. And I'm very excited for today's live. So I know you alluded to this, Emma, but let's get down into the nitty-gritty of what we're talking about today.
Yes. So I think the first question I have for you, because I don't know the answer to this, is what's the difference between bronzer and contour, and how do you use both? Because I have no idea.
Yes, excellent question. And I love that we're talking about this. So Bronzer and contour, very similar products. Sometimes they're often the same product, but they're used differently. So typically you'll find that a bronzer, a matte bronzer can be used as contour. Or it can be used for its bronzing function. But essentially, one is used to provide kind of like depth and dimension to the face, and then the other is used to add color and to add structure. So we can talk more about where to place those in a second, but I think we should start with contour specifically. So there are products in our line that you can use for both. For example, our bronzers in So Bronze 1, and then also 2, although there is a little bit of a shimmer. So this product, for example, this side is shimmering. This side is matte. But a good rule of thumb is when you're looking for the right product to contour and highlight with, contour specifically, you want to find one that's matte and then also that has a more neutral undertone. Something that's used for, so what I mean by that, let's pause there for a second. What I mean by that is that it looks, it has more of like a yellow or a green undertone, and it casts a shadow. So it's not going to have red to it. It's not going to look warm on the skin. It's really going to provide kind of that like ashy undertone. So our bronzers tend to kind of have that warmth. And for that reason, we typically use them as a method of adding color to the face rather than sculpting.
Got it.
Now,
okay.
On the other hand, we have 3 fabulous contour kits. I have all of them here with me today, but there's a deep, a warm, and a cool, so meant to be used for all of the different undertones. And they all are great. They have the matte bronze shade, they have a highlight, and then they also have a blush. So they really take the guesswork out of it. So the first thing to know when we're talking about contouring is that contour is really used to recess light, and it's used to create dimension in the face. So the most important thing that you should do when you're trying to determine where to contour, you can see me moving my hair out of the way, is really take a deep assessment of your face, because we're going to use this product to create symmetry. So for those of you who are looking at Emma, so different face shapes can be oblong or oval. We could have triangular faces, square. So type it in the chat box below, heart-shaped. Let us know what face shape you think Emma has, and then tell us what face shape you think I have.
I struggle with this so much, so don't eat, like if you're like, I don't know, I don't want to guess wrong,
just guess. Yeah, so, and I'll jump in and give you the answer because I know we're limited on time. Yeah. So I have a more ovular face. Emma's face, if you can tell, so let's start with mine. Hold on. So ovular face. My face shape is an oval, or it's a heart, right? So it's very even top and bottom, okay? It kind of comes a little bit more to a point, but it's wider here than at the bottom, right? So it's going to be that more of a heart shaped. Emma has the ideal. Emma has Angelina Jolie face. So she has a square shaped face. And so what that means is that we're going to create that structure a little bit differently. So the areas that we're going to place the contour are really meant to even out the face. So if I have a longer face, I'm going to contour here and here to make my face look a little more even. Emma, on the other hand, we're going to just generally soften her features and then enhance them a little bit. So Emma, grab your contour kit.
Okay. And while we're doing that, someone has asked what our lip combo is. Mine, of course, is Spice Lip Pencil. And then instead of Flirt, which is my normal Flirt lip drink, it is Susan Triple Luxe, because I wanted a little bit of extra something, something.
I love it.
What about you?
A really pretty pinky combo. This is my new favorite nude. So I have our Craving Lip Fixation on with a little bit of Sakura Triple Luxe lipstick in the center, and then Pink Lady.
I would never have thought to use that combo, but
It's
that
my
looks
new
so
nude.
good on you.
Thank you. Yeah, but Spice is such a beautiful lip pencil. Okay, so I'm going to grab my dome brush. This is the perfect shape and size to do some contouring. So I'm going to pick up that nice bronzy shade, and I'm using the Cool Kit. Which one do you have there, Emma?
Same here. Yep.
Same. Okay, the great thing though is that my favorite contour kit, even for me, is our deep contour kit. So depending on how much of the product you're using, you can use a very small amount and get the same effect. So again, all of these can be used for this purpose. So picking up the product, as you can see on my
I feel like I need more.
brush.
You think I need more?
And then just tapping it off. So we're tapping off the excess. I think starting small is always better, Emma. So start with a little. You can always build. It's harder to take away. And then I'm going to go in, and rather than sculpting the face as a whole, we're going to create dimension and really carve out the features. So starting under the cheekbone, I'm just going to lightly sweep this onto my face and then blend as I go. Again, a little goes a very long way. And you can already see, so if you look, I'm going to come to the right a little to get away from the comments. But you can see on this side of my face, huge difference, right? This already is looking more contoured, more structured than the other side.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Dang.
And then I'm going to take a little bit up into my hairline. There you go.
And is that something, should I bring it in the hairline for my face shape as well, for square?
Yeah, so this is for everyone, really. We're more focused on, rather than like creating an overall structured look or, you know, symmetry to the face, we're kind of just carving out our features. And then I'm going under the jawline as well here, just a little bit of product.
I'm going to leave this one blank just for a second so that people can see.
Yeah.
This is blowing my mind right now.
It's pretty amazing. And then blend it down. And Emma, you can even go back in and add a little bit more.
Okay.
I would say under your cheekbone.
Okay.
Okay, so Emma and I both now have half the face done. I'm a little bit restricted because of the comments here. So Emma, you're going to be our model. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. So again, you can see we're just kind of creating little circles, adding a little bit of color here, and then pulling that up into the hairline and then down across the jawline. So this is going to create that really nice structured jawline. Now on someone like Emma who has a more square shaped face, you know, a little goes a long way here. You may not even need to carve out your jawline because it's already so prominent. And then blend it down the neck. So if you are someone who has more chin than you'd like, or you know, you want to make this look a little bit more chiseled and stand out, this is the perfect way to do that. Okay, so
I can't get over that.
We've got our contour on. Huge difference, absolutely. Okay, so next what I want to do is I want to add that bronzer. I want to add that light to the face. So we have a few different options in the line when it comes to this. I am going to pick up what I showed you guys earlier, and that is our So Bronze 2. And the reason that I've chosen this shade is that some of our bronzers, you know, can be pretty red. For those of us who are fair-skinned, this is really the perfect product. And I would say for most people, So Bronze 2 is a good way to go. If you're more deeper complected, I would go 3. But I'm just going to pick up, I'm going to run my brush. This is the chisel powder brush over both shades and then tap it off.
These are so soft. Can we just pause for a moment?
They are so soft.
I'm gonna pet my face. Okay, so take both?
Yeah, so just run it across both. Again, a little goes a long way. So I'm going to tap this off as I am on my arm right here.
Okay.
And then we're going to use this. We're going to sweep a little bit on the high points of the face just to look like we've been out in the sun. Oh. So I'm going to take this almost in ease down the face, or 3s, right? So top of the brow, across the top of the cheekbone, and then down the jaw. So this is going to give me a really nice natural bronzy look. And because we have a little bit of shimmer in here, it's just going to give overall skin enhancement properties too.
So someone just asked this question, and I have to say, this happens to me every time too. When they say, when I apply bronzer and contour, it turns out really muddy on me, and I don't know why.
Yeah, so typically when that happens, it's one of two reasons. It's either you've chosen the wrong shade, so you're choosing a shade that's either too yellow or too red for your skin tone. So a good rule of thumb when you're picking the right color is find something that's a shade or two darker than your natural skin tone. So 2 shades darker, but has the same undertone. So if you're more neutral like me, I would just go up, maybe even in my foundation, 2 shades to give me the right color for a bronzer and contour. The other thing to know is that if you're applying too much product, that can absolutely happen. So you always want to start slowly with these products and really build because, and a little goes a long way, as I was saying, because if you add too much too fast, you can definitely have kind of more of that muddy look that we're not a fan of. Okay.
I feel like I've gone back into my powder maybe like 5 times because I don't want to add too much going in.
Yeah. Well, and also our products are so pigmented. They're pure pigment, right? They're mineral pigment. So a little goes a very long way. So you really don't need much just to give you a little bit of color and shape around the face. Okay. So I'm feeling...
sorry, Amy. I just want to point out, don't do this. Get a compact.
Oh, yes. Yes. So what Emma has there is the refill. I have the actual compact. So that sits in this, and then it's refillable because we're a very sustainable company. So,
and I have to say, my mom, I don't care how many compacts I've gotten for her and how many times I told her this, she will do this sometimes, and then her powder breaks, and she's like, why did it break? Because you didn't get a compact, Mom. You didn't get a compact.
Need the compact. All right, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling very bronzed. I'm feeling very contoured. I'm feeling like my face has some good shape to it. And again, so we've used a shade that's a little bit warmer to really warm up the face, to give some more of that color, and then really placing it on those high points and using it sparingly. So if you remember nothing else, remember this. Your contour is going to go any areas where you want to recess light. So under the cheekbones, jawline, temples, sides of the nose if you want to contour your nose, even around the mouth to really make your lips stand out and look bigger. And then bronzer is going to be used, again, all around the face to just create that natural sun-kissed glow. And we're going to use products that are a little bit warmer, have a little bit more red to them, as if, you know, we've gotten that sun-kissed effect. And then also that have a little bit of shimmer to them as well. A little shimmer didn't hurt anyone when it came to making us look a little bit glowier.
I love me some shimmer.
Exactly. All right, so next up, let's talk highlight. What do you think?
I'm so ready. I love my highlighter. I use it every day. Let's go.
All right, so Emma, if you're using your highlighter every day, what highlighter are you using?
I love the Cosmos shade from the Glow Time highlighter stick range. I just choked for a second because I love it so much. It's just, here, I'm going to swatch it for you.
Too funny, because that's what I have in my hand right now as well.
I just love it. It's like, it's so good on so many different skin tones. I love this kind of pinkish pearly shade on me. It looks like your skin but better. Like I hate that sort of like extreme swipe of highlighter, and you can't even do that with this product.
Yes, all of our Glow Time ethereals or our Glow Time sticks are fantastic, and the reason why is because of a number of reasons, but we have ingredients in here like jojoba, which is actually the ingredient that's closest to your skin's natural sebum. So what that means is that it's closest to the natural oils in your skin. And so it's not going to drag. It doesn't pull. It's not going to break you out. It's non-comedogenic, really beneficial for dry skin, acneic skin, and just gives a lovely glisten And I think the shades also speak to that as well.
Mhm.
And then they all have a little bit of mica in them, so giving just a little bit of that sheen that's not a glitter. And then also, the great thing about these is that they're made with a vegan saracen wax. And so they have a higher melting point, so they don't break on the skin.
Mhm.
And instead, you just get kind of that perfect amount of color. So how do you typically apply your Glow Time sticks, Emma?
Well, hang on. First of all, I saw another question come in, so I want to answer that first, and then I'll tell you. So they say sometimes I'm confused whether to use a powder bronzer or cream. Am I supposed to use both in terms of setting it? Great question, because I have the same one.
Yes, that's a great question. So typically you can really use either. It just depends on where in your regimen you're using it and then what type of skin you have. So if you're someone who has more dry skin, you can absolutely use a cream. I would recommend using it before a powder product. So, which that being said, our ethereal sticks can be used over powders as
Mhm.
well. So it just kind of gives a different finish. My preference as an artist is always to use both. So you would start with your cream bronzer as on the skin, and then you would set it with a powder bronzer on top of it. So just that little bit of color that's going to enhance that pigment on the skin. But really the truth is either of them are going to be beneficial. They just give a slightly different finish.
Mhm.
So I would say that creams in general give a more natural skin-like look. And if you're not a makeup person or you're not as comfortable with applying makeup, creams are always a good way to go because they're a little bit more forgiving. Minerals by nature are forgiving in general, so our powders would be too, but creams will kind of melt into the skin and they blend into the other products that you're wearing. So I would highly recommend checking those out.
Yes. Okay, so then to go back to your question about how I apply it, I just go right in. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that or not, but I just kind of do one of these.
Yeah, I think that's the great thing about these is that you can kind of apply them either way. So you're welcome to apply them directly to the skin and then blend with a finger. I'm
Mhm.
going to pick mine up with a blending contouring brush.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to tap it on top of my skin.
I am always late for everything, so I usually use my hands for things
Mm-hmm.
because I just feel like that's easier.
Yeah, and with this product, you certainly can. And so as far as where we're applying this, so we're going to apply this. So we applied our contour to anywhere we want to recess light, right? Or anywhere that's a place we want to kind of fade away. This is going to go to the areas that we want to attract that light. So tops of the cheekbones is a big area here. On top of the brow, just to give a little glisten there.
Oh, I
Even,
never do that.
yeah, underneath the brow is a good place. And then down the center of the
Ooh,
face.
I
So
just realized I was flipping everyone off. I'm so sorry. That was not my intention.
let's keep it clean, Emma.
Keep it clean. I'm so sorry.
All right. So again, just tapping it on the skin.
Can I ask you a question about putting highlighter on your nose?
Absolutely.
I feel like I have a relatively larger nose, so I just avoid putting it on there. Is that the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do, or does it not matter?
So it depends on where you're putting it. Again, if you want to kind of slenderize the nose, a great way to do that would be to apply contour on either side and then highlight down the center. That's going to give the illusion that your nose is a little bit more narrow. And then you would fade away the rest. So it just kind of depends on your goal.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I have a goal. I think I'm just going to leave it because it freaks me out a little bit.
Okay. All right. So we are highlighted, we're bronzed, and then I'm going to go back, as I was saying, and just set my my highlighter with a little bit of powder. So with that, I'm going to grab a really small brush. So this is actually our Deluxe Shader brush. It's an eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to go in and just grab one of my highlighting and contour kits. I'm going to grab that highlight shade, and I'm just going to tap a little bit under the eyes here and then use it to kind of set my highlight a little bit more.
Okay. I'm using a bigger brush. God help me. I hope this works out. Oh, it works out. Look at that. That's nice.
So flawless. I agree. She looks so flawless. Can we get a little bit of heart action, a little bit of love for highlighting and contouring and bronzing?
I can't get over the highlighter stick. I just can't.
So pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Just to add a little bit more color, I'm going to grab one of the Glow Time sticks in a blush shade. So this is Ethereal. I'm just going to use it to add a little bit more color. And this I am going to apply directly from the component. So just tapping it on.
Oops.
All right. You okay over there?
Yeah, I just moved.
Oh.
And
uh-oh.
Uh-oh. That's never happened to any other of my powders. It's just that I just moved, I think. And it was banging around in my box. So I'm going to use a powder instead.
All right.
Okay, I have a blending contour brush or a blending brush. Which should I use for my blush?
For your blush, definitely blending brush. You can really use either, but because I know you're not necessarily a makeup gal, Emma, the blending brush is going to give a beautiful sheer amount of coverage. It really is a foolproof brush. I call it the airbrush brush. So it's a great brush to use if you want to just get a little bit of product that you can build.
Okay. Oh, it looks like that's seconded as well. I'm going to pronounce this wrong, but it looks like Tara Lucci agrees with the blending brush.
Yes, good. We have a lot of votes for yes. So I applied a little bit of our Glow Time stick in Ethereal to my cheeks just to give a little bit more color, and then you can see a little bit of glow. Can you guys see that glow I've got going on?
Oh my God, you look so glistening.
Thank you. That's the goal for today. All right, and then lastly,
I'm ready when you are, man.
All right. I'm just going to finish off with a little bit of our Peaches and Cream bronzer. So if you guys haven't tried our quad bronzers, you truly are missing out. This is one of my favorite products in the line, and that's because it's so versatile. So firstly, I'm just going to pick up a little bit on my crease brush, and I'm going to throw a little bit on my eyes.
I love Katie's comment. Need sunglasses, you're so glowy.
That's awesome. This is just going to tie the look all together. So we're going to give a little bit of a shimmer to the lids.
And I have to say, I forgot my bronzer with the 4 shades in it, but I think I'm just going to do, I don't know, maybe this is sacrilegious, but I was going to do this and just run it across my eyes. Is that a bad choice?
No, I think you can do that. I would grab a smaller brush, Emma.
Okay. You're like, that is as big as your eyeballs.
And then I'm going to grab a little bit more here and just sweep all 4 shades together. And then just pop a little bit here on my cheeks. Again, just to lock in that Glow Time stick and give myself a little bit more color. And Emma, did you know that this is one of Meghan Markle's favorite products?
I did know that. I think that's so cool. When that first came out, I lost my mind a little bit because I think she's so fabulous.
She is so fabulous. Great.
I'm just going to keep applying blush because I think it's fun.
You can never have enough. And I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm applying the blush really we're starting at the cheekbones and then really getting the apple of the cheek and pulling it up into the temples. This is called blush draping. It's a big trend right now, really bringing that blush up higher as almost like a way of shaping the face. So bringing that color forward in order to enhance your look overall.
I've never put it here before. It looks so nice on you, though.
Kind of rounds everything out a little bit more. And then lastly, Emma, what do we always do?
Spritz.
That's right. So I'm going to use a little bit of my D2o Hydration Spray to really set and lock everything in place. What I love about this is that minerals love hydration. So when you use these, they plump up and they look like your skin, but better. And any lines or anything that you have going on fade away. So if you're not a makeup person, this is the perfect product to really set, hold and hydrate your skin. But it also is just like a spa experience in a bottle, because it feels good, it smells good. I'm just creating a halo and allowing it to fall. This is D2o, so it's our heavy water spray, and it has ylang ylang, so it smells heavenly. It has chamomile, so it's soothing and calming. It's like the perfect pick-me-up product for times like now that are at the end of the day.
I know. Mine is actually in my fridge. I use Smell the Roses, and I keep it in my fridge because I don't love air conditioning, but obviously we're in, Northeast. We're in the Northeast, so it gets hot and humid here. So I keep mine in the fridge.
That is a great tip. Thanks for sharing that, Emma. All right, so I think that we've done it. I think we've talked our glow getters. We've got our glow on. We're glowing and ready to go.
Yep. I feel like I'm ready. I'm going to go out for dinner now. Meet some friends. I'm all chiseled out. I feel good.
Good. You look beautiful.
Thank you. You too.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, everyone. It's been so much fun talking to you, Emma.
You too. Everyone have a wonderful night or day wherever you might be. Thank you so much for joining.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.